Is it actually working this time? I see it saved like a 40-second stream to my channel, so that's wonderful. Definitely the best work I've done in a while. But hopefully this works. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't, but streaming is a complicated science, it would seem. Everyone else got it down pat, but when it's me, there's always going to be those technical difficulties. But if you can actually see and hear this time, then I hope you enjoy. Assuming it works. Oh, we got David Ray in the comments. Good thing you were paying attention. Yeah, well, thank you. I hate my stream technical difficulties. There's nothing worse than getting someone's hopes up that you're going to stream, or just you're in the middle of it and then it crashes or something, and what a letdown that is. So thank you all for your patience. At some point I'll have to go delete that other 40-second thing, but yeah, we're playing Mission Impossible. Who knew that the most impossible part would be actually getting the stream to work? Again, not sure why that happened. It never usually crashes in the first 40 seconds. Nor does it seem like there was any reason why it should have done that. I put up the starting soon screen, and then I went and just did something for a minute or two, and I was going to come back, and we were going to start, and then when I came back, it's like the stream was done. Very, very strange. But okay, 1 second here, and we're going to begin. Alright, I think we're all settled in now. The microphone should be unmuted, so let me know if you can't hear me, but I think we should be good to go. Hopefully the volume levels are good. Big Phil, great to see you! Thanks for stopping by. Azul, it was the shortest stream ever. Do I get a plaque for that or something? And Smitty, welcome! With the thumbs up there. Thumbs up right back at you. Hope you're having a great night. It must have been a very late release. So, the thing is, there was apparently like Mission Impossible material before the movies. I think it was like a cartoon or something originally. So this game is actually based on that. No Tom Cruise here. It's kind of its own thing where you play as 3 guys who rescue this kidnapped doctor, and then when you rescue him, he tells you that the evil organization has a plan to blow up the world, shoot missiles at the world. This last mission here is basically war games, and I hadn't intended on streaming this. It was like about a few hours ago. I think I was probably just inches away from beating the game, and I got dead. I got killed, and this game is like GoldenEye 007 style. If you get killed in the middle of a mission, doesn't matter how many objectives you completed, how deep into it you got, you're starting that whole thing again from the beginning. And I kind of love that style of gameplay, and I look for that, whenever I play first-person shooters these days. I don't like checkpoints in my first-person shooters, and part of that's probably because I played games like like GoldenEye first, and I like that kind of style. But okay, the password here is QBYZ. Very easy to remember. So yeah, we're just doing mission 6 here, the end of the game, and this has been a really tough one. It's been a really tough one. And again, so you get these 3 guys here who have names. I need to actually crack open the instruction manual here to tell you. Basically, there's the shooting guy, the punching guy, and the boomerang guy. But if we're going to be more specific, we get Max, Grant, and Nicholas. So Max is very slow, but he's got the gun, so he's he's pretty strong. Then you get this guy, who is very fast, but he only punches. But well, as you'll see, his punch is very strong. And then you get the boomerang guy, who throws boomerangs. Each person also has a special attack when you press the B button. This guy drops bombs. This guy throws stuns, a kind of a stun bomb. And this guy can disguise himself as the enemy, which will stop you from being attacked momentarily. And with all this combined, we need to beat the level, without all 3 of them dying. And if we can do that, we win. But if all 3 of them die, we have to start again from the beginning. So who knows how long this is going to take. But I plan to beat it tonight, which is why I figured I'll stream it. And, if anyone wants to check it out, you can. Do they have a Death Star? Doesn't every criminal organization from back in the day? But alright. Again, as I've mentioned, I think I've gotten pretty close to beating it, so I'm gonna show you all my moves. You might not think it, but the punching guy is actually my favorite. Like, his fist can defeat like 2 enemies at once, if you can imagine. I'm not too worried about the damage I take right now, because there is a healing item coming up, but I'm probably being a little bit too careless. You know, we gotta get back into the groove of things. That's how these things work. So again, this is a Konami game. It actually reminds me quite a bit of Metal Gear of all things, which I streamed not in the not too distant past, where there's very much a stealth element to it. Enemies do not notice you right away, and you know, if you can avoid being noticed overall, that's typically a pretty good strategy. But once you get noticed, well, that's when you kind of got to get into that combat there, using the combination of your 3 different guys to figure out what the best way to deal with each situation is. You get these fire throwing guys, and they're pretty much instant death. If you get hit by them, you lose half of your health. And I kind of forgot that they were coming up. So we're going to jump into the old lake here and start again from scratch. But that's kind of what we're dealing with. I just got to get back into the groove of it. But otherwise, once I do, you'll see we kind of got a system here. And I think it should work out well for us. So Mission Impossible as a franchise overall is not one I'm that familiar with. I've seen a couple of the movies. I know it's like super long, and I think the franchise is actually coming to a close in the next couple of years. I think there's like another movie coming out later this summer, and then I think, you know, next year there's another one, and like that's it. Tom Cruise is like done with Mission Impossible. So yeah, the franchise still going today, which is pretty crazy. And as you said there, Big Phil, you know, 1996 I think was the first big movie with Tom Cruise. So it's crazy to look at. You know, he's been doing the movies for almost 30 years now. And that's definitely where the series would be more well known from. But yeah, I believe it was like a TV series back in the day. And it had some other media as well, which is more what this game is based on. But okay. This game reminds me a lot of Ninja Turtles, which is of course was another Konami game. This one released under the Ultra brand name to get around Nintendo's limit of how many NES games could be released per company on the console per year. So yeah, this one got the Ultra brand name, similar to how Ninja Turtles did as well. Yeah, so as you can see, we're also throwing those kind of stun bombs, which will help us in some situations, but they are limited. However, health and weapon pickups are in some decent positions, so we can be a little bit sparing with things, or rather, you know, use as much as we want of them kind of at the moment and not worry too much. So let's switch back to this guy, punch some people. It's pretty funny that fists are like the most powerful weapon in this game, but I'm not going to complain. So I want to go back here. I'm going to switch to this guy because we're going to utilize his ability. And yeah, all 3 of them really kind of get their time. There's not one that particularly stinks. Pressing B here, we have now disguised ourselves as the enemy. Otherwise, those 2 guys on the right side of that wall would have been throwing fire over at us. But by disguising ourselves, they don't move. Azul. Am I excited for the Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice combination? So yeah, it makes a lot of sense that Nintendo would do that, or rather Capcom would do that now, considering that's the other way to buy them on the 3DS eShop is no longer there. That's pretty cool. The later 3 Ace Attorney games get, like, you know, the original trilogy, and then Apollo Justice, and then those 2, like you said. They're definitely a different flavor of Ace Attorney compared to the other games, I feel. And to those who haven't experienced them before, I think it's definitely a great opportunity for that. So when you select the middle guy and walk up to a gray door like this, you open up this password console at the bottom. And you go through the numbers until you hear the one that sounds different. And by finding all 4 of those, you can open up the door. So that's why it's very important to keep all 3 of your guys alive. is they're all going to have their situations where they're more useful. Another big component to this game is finding levers which turn off traps. Opening holes in the floor or walls coming in to crush you. In this case, it says at the bottom left what it does. And this one turns off conveyor belts, which is going to be very important because, who likes conveyor belts? They only exist in video games to make your life more difficult. So had we not turned off that switch, and we went down into this room, as well as other rooms in this level, it turns off every single conveyor belt that we may encounter. Now we don't have to deal with them here, which is very nice. And I'm also going to make good use of all of our disguises here. As you can see, he started off with 5 disguises. We've got 3 left. Otherwise, all of these guys would just be spamming bullets in our direction. But, using his specialty there made that a slight bit easier. And to the right here is ultimately where we're going to be headed later on, meaning that we'll pick up this med pack later. And med packs always fill all of your health. So since I know I'm going to be grabbing that later on, again, another situation where I don't mind taking a little bit of damage, since I know we're going to be getting that full health refill anyway. This is definitely a game where, memorization, playing it, learning the levels comes into play. And your life can become much easier if you have an understanding on what's coming up. And just how sparing or rather, crazy you can be with the items at your disposal. But we'll defeat these guys. Defeat that guy. They are more interactive. Oh, let me see here. We've only played the original Ace Attorney trilogy, David Ray. I absolutely loved the Miles Edgeworth games. Those were awesome. Also, I should mention, so in this room, if you end up in what's it called? The line of sight of any of these robots, a whole bunch of enemies will swarm into the room and attack you. So you don't want to end up in their line of sight. And it goes from where they are all the way to the wall. So it's not like, if they're on the other side of the screen, you're safe. You really don't want to be seen by them. But we really had to come into this room to turn off this moving wall switch that's at the bottom, because there's another part of the level we need to go to where it's required to do that. So let's go up here. Let's be very careful. One nice thing is that you can press against the robots, and they don't notice you. But just don't be seen by them. But you can kick them around all you want. And there we go. They are more interactive. Yeah, they're very interesting games. They have a bit of a different feel, I think. But they're still fun. And again, if you haven't played them, definitely worth checking out. So the reason we went through all that rigmarole to turn off that moving wall switch is because if we come around here, we're going to want to do this and do this. Also, one thing you can do with the boomerang guy is kind of throw it around walls like that, which is really nice. Picking up these briefcases refills that character's special weapons. So in this case, we've used all 5 of his disguises. Now we're up to 5 of them again. Going down to basement 1 here, though. If we hadn't turned off that moving wall switch, that sort of wall of flamethrowers at the top would be moving downwards and not let us get to that stairs in the top left. So we're going to wait for a perfectly timed moment like that. And touching any of that fire removes half of your health. So not something that you really want to happen there. Defeat that guy, hit the switch, open the door, and just like that, we've got the card. And this will be used to open up a door. Back where I was mentioning that med kit was earlier on. So yeah, funny that I played again, Metal Gear on my channel earlier, and this game definitely has some similarities to that. I wasn't so into this game at first. Again, 6 missions long, 2 of them were... What's the right word for them? One of them was kind of shmup-like, and the other one you're just like skiing down a mountain, so very Mission Impossible-esque. But they weren't mazes like this, big complex mazes, where this is just crazy what you have to do here. Remember, if we lose all 3 of our guys, it's all the way back to the beginning to try it again. So we're going to try our best to get this done in as few tries as possible. And see just how we can do with that. And this level's kind of broken into 2 halves, and with this we will be done the first half. After going down here again, going to the right. Also, what do we have? Full health for both of these guys. The only thing we're lacking at this moment is 3 of our stun canisters with this character. So once once we pick up a briefcase the next time, we'll be fully stocked for the second portion of the level, which is by far the more complicated part. I don't need this med kit, but we'll pick it up anyway for completion's sake. And then going in here, we're gonna do a thing like this. It's funny once you've played, a part of a level enough times, you almost feel like you could speedrun it, right? I wonder what the speedrunning strat is for this game. There's probably some pretty crazy stuff that people do. So with that card key we picked up that's shown at the bottom right down there, we can now touch this console, open up this red door, and again, I think the only thing we need to refill is the stun canisters. Yeah, they really let you kind of get re-equipped before entering the second phase of the level here. But the first level's not, the first phase isn't that hard. So I really don't need any of that stuff. This is where I wish I could save them for. This phase is tough. And it requires replaying a number of rooms multiple times. Like this room that you see right here, we're going to need to visit it at least 3 times. You need to push against this air, I guess coming out of a vent here. And not get hit by fire, which once again takes off about half of your health. So it's devastating to make a mistake at this point. I wait for both kind of flames coming up to shoot at the same time, because they always hesitate a second afterwards before they shoot again. So let's just wait for the right timing here. Like that. And then kind of hide here. One of the staples of this game is rooms that are like way too long and just repeat the same thing over and over again. This is one of those rooms. It's just like, hey, we had this fire gimmick and, the air blowing duct gimmick, and we're going to do it like 40 times, so hope you enjoy it. And again, I said we have to do this room at least 3 times, so get ready for that. Thankfully, the air kind of coming out of there isn't nearly as harmful, only doing 1 damage. Max Howard, good evening. So this is before Tom Cruise. This is like other Mission Impossible related media based game. So this room is awful. You just have these guys coming at you, and again, their fire also takes off half of your health. I've found the best way to deal with them is to punch them at an angle. Punching is always the best because he's fast, right? Like, just the speed of this character just makes him unbeatable in regards to choosing. But the problem is if these guys get beside you and they shoot you from the side, that's not what you want. You always want them to be up from you. And, use your stun canisters if you have to. Don't worry. Okay, so that's our first trip through that room. We need to do that again and again. Oh, it's awful, but okay. We're making good progress. We love Peter Graves. So I'm not, again, Mission Impossible franchise overall, I need to, to up my game in regards. But yeah, I knew this wasn't Tom Cruise. Okay, so this room we have these claws, and these claws have awful hit detection. They will touch you when it looks like they shouldn't. And we really need to destroy this one. Okay, if we fall here, we lose the guy. So we don't want that to happen. Like, there's some holes where you can fall down and you'll just fall to a different room, but in this room, if you fall, you're dead. And if the claw touches you, it drags you into the hole, and that's it. Okay, so we got those 2 down. That's a very nerve-wracking part of the level. So far, so good. And we just kind of need to wait for it to scroll. It's kind of uneventful since we defeated the enemies. And now we need to hit a secret switch. Normally, you go into the next room, and there's a guy who tells you that there's a secret switch somewhere, but I've already done that, so I knew already. But if you don't hit this switch, you will just get stuck in a loop, and you'll have to replay this room and other ones even more times than you otherwise would. So you shoot this wall. We're going to switch to this guy. Hit this switch. You get like a really cool, almost Link to the Past, time-traveling, season-changing effect there. Okay, and now we head to the left. And now we're here, and I'm going to use some disguises to hopefully deal with these enemies as little as possible. Going for a power box, which once we turn off, none of the enemies will notice us, and that would be great. So, I'm going to do a thing like this. Remember, when his coat's brown, that means he's in, like, disguisey mode. Oh my gosh, okay. So, Also, these magnets, what they do is they stop your weapon from really reaching anything, and that was just poor play on my part, but okay. So like that. Let's figure out this code. So now with the lights out, we can return to this room, and none of these guys will attack us. It's just like, oh yeah, it's dark, so I'm just gonna wander around for no reason, and no one can do anything about it. And we don't really have to defeat them all, but it's fun, so why not? Max Howard, am I excited for the new Mission Impossible? So yeah, there's, again, like I said, there's the one coming out next month, and from what I've seen about it, I think it's like a part 1, and then part 2 comes out next year. And then that's it. There'll never be, you know, Mission Impossible content again. It'd be hard to make any more movies, you know, without Tom Cruise in the lead, right? I know they tried to do more Bourne movies without Matt Damon, and then that didn't fly, so they ended up bringing him back. But it's amazing how, you know, these certain actors, you know, we identify them with being the main characters of these franchises, and it's like, what happens to them? You know, once they don't want to do the movies anymore, the franchises are just gonna, you know, kind of be stuck. James Bond seems to be the only one that can get away with it. I guess it's because it's been doing it for so many years. It just does, you know, it seems somewhat natural in that regard, but other franchises, it's much stranger. But okay, so in this room, we have security cameras on the walls, and even though, you know, there's no visible kind of, you know, beam coming from them or anything, they are indeed keeping an eye out for us. And being noticed will send a bunch of enemies into our room, which will probably kick our butt. So let's be very careful here. That guy once again gave us a key card that we need for later. And let's just take our time here, not rush this. Something like that. Okay. Alright. Very nice. Alamona! Hello! No, this game is not rare. You know, I'm pretty sure it's on the lower scale of, you know, the prices that you'll find in terms of NES games, as well as not, you know, it's not just about price, but I don't think it's too hard to find either. Not one of the ones that skyrocketed in recent years anyway. We're going to go into this room now, and we get one of those security robots, which we'll let turn the corner before we run over here and flip this switch for the fumes. I don't know where the fumes are because I always turn that switch off, but all I know is I've never seen any fumes, so hopefully that switch is doing its job. And then we come into here, and I actually don't know how to properly get by this room. I usually just wait for as long as possible. I trip the alarm. Okay, so this is what it looks like. These guys run in here and they will do massive damage to you, but my strategy is, since they can kind of get jammed on this wall, is I'll throw a bomb like that to stun them. And then I can kind of sneak by, but it only works because of that really well-placed wall. Otherwise, they usually kind of, you know, get to your location and, you know, do some big damage to you. So in terms of missing health, I let this guy take way too much health, unfortunately. David Ray, you actually like the Bourne Legacy. That's cool. Very cool. James Bond could also be a codename that's passed down. That's actually really true. Yeah, if they incorporated that somehow, that'd be neat. And of course, there was going to be that code in GoldenEye for N64 where you could play as like other James Bonds as well, which would have been neat. But okay, I want that health pack. I don't know how you get to that health pack without taking at least one hit, but I'm going to use this guy to get over there, and then I'm going to swap to this guy. He has enough health, he shouldn't die, hopefully. Okay. Well, generally, he's missing one health, but we've quite powered up our guys, which I like. Alright, back out this door to this familiar room, which I know I said we'd be back here, and we are. I did not lie to you all. So here we go again. I hope you like fire coming out of the walls. And we're just waiting for that perfect timing. I'm not going to rush it. I'd rather wait an extra 30 seconds than replay the whole level again. Okay, I'm probably being a little bit too, See, that's what I was waiting for, but... like something like that. And again, it just goes on. They just repeat the same thing like 40 times. Konami really thought that, you know, Mission Impossible meant it was supposed to be impossible, I guess. You know, at least it lives up to its name. It would be kind of disappointing if Mission Impossible was a really easy game. Okay. The code name is 007, not James Bond. But still, I mean, it would be kind of silly if James Bond was like his real name, right? Like, it makes sense for a spy to have a fake name as well. Yeah, Azul. But I mean, of course, you know, there's you know, canon there, and if that's not the canon, then I totally accept that too. But okay. So here's the thing. Coming back to this room, that's one really good thing about this game, is that when enemies are dead, generally they stay dead. And as you can see in this case, I did a really good job of cleaning up, so we don't have any enemies to deal with at this time. One thing that's going to be really weird coming up, though, is that there are now items on the sides, and I believe it's because of a sprite limit. They placed so many enemies in this area that the first time we came through it, these items did not spawn, so it's really to your benefit to kind of clear them all out so that these items are here this next time. The question is, I mean, I guess you can have the health. No one else needs it. And you should get the weapon power-ups. Now we're back to 10 smoke bombs. Okay. And I'm just going to stay on my guard in case, you know, maybe there was an enemy that didn't spawn as well. You know, if we get too complacent, they kind of show up, but no. And now this next room is going to look different because of that illusion switch that we hit earlier. We need to run straight up to these stairs. And sometimes those ninja guys will appear in your way and you can't walk through them. They act as solid walls. So that can be really bad. But okay, going up into this room, we now want to hold, you know, down into the left. Kind of get away from a falling floor which appears directly underneath you. I'm not sure how that's fair, but it happens, so, you know, I guess you can't complain. The green guys only knife you, so they're much easier to deal with, where the purple guys shoot at you, so you gotta be careful. Falling through this floor, this is one of those ones I mentioned that doesn't kill you. How did I lose so much health from like one hit? There's pretty much no invincibility frames in this game, so maybe I got hit by 2 bullets and it looked like I just got hit by 1. You just punch this guy in the face. They push you around, but thankfully they don't really hurt. And because the screen scrolls at its own pace, it just kind of, you know, the floor's catching up. I really don't like this. Okay, so that's that room, which we will have to do again, so, you know, it was just that much fun. You finished chapter 2 on your Yakuza 0 walkthrough. Nicely done. Okay, we're getting serious now. This is late into the level. You know, and if we die again, if we screw up, we have to do all of this again. And I've been streaming for nearly half an hour, so that just tells you, like, I've never timed just how long this is. I had a hunch it was quite a bit. This level is literally like half an hour long, and you really have to redo it all. Okay. So, what I sometimes do here, because I've been to this point a few times, is I'm going to select this guy, and we're going to be super safe. I'm going to use his disguise, and we'll just wipe out some of these guys, because we can. Okay. I'm going to switch to the gun guy, and get rid of this guy. Okay. So the boomerangs, like I've mentioned, you can kind of get them to go around corners, which is really nice. So they're very useful in this situation. Okay. So, alright, so in here we got the big boss man. It's too late. The world is ending. Well, you don't need to tell me that. Okay, is the World War III program is counting down now. This world should disappear. And then he shoots at you, so you run around the side, punch him once, and then that's it. He's dead. But trying to go through this next door, I don't know if there's something you can do to stop this. But like a hole opens up. And it's like, what? So it sends us down here. And this is going to look pretty familiar to everyone, probably. Back to this room again. Because, this one was so much fun. Which door do I want to go in? I think it's this one down here. Yeah, even the lights are back on, so we go in here. I can come in here. Same door again. Turn the lights off. Thankfully, we don't have to do any of the other stuff in this room, though. We don't need to go get the card key again. We don't need to turn any switches. It's just a matter of going all the way back to that room with the guy who was in the chair again, and then there won't be a hole in the floor. So I don't know. Again, maybe there's some way to stop that, but I've never found it, so it makes me just replay all this. I want that health pickup with this guy. So that's what I'm going to go after. Okay, perfect. Oh, he still lost 1 health, but he doesn't have any disguises anymore. 9 canisters. And after all of that, it's back to here again. My favorite room. No, the next room's my favorite room, trust me. Of course, it's a Konami game, so I mean, at least you got good music to listen to. That's always the thing. Like, if you have to replay a game a whole bunch, having a good soundtrack really helps. So Konami, you usually didn't have to worry too much about that sort of thing. I probably could have gone on that one, but that was really good. That was really good. Okay, so here's the problem. Here is the biggest problem. And we have to once again do that upwards auto-scrolling room. But now all of the enemies are back. They weren't back that last time. They're back this time. It makes me think that the game has taken us to like a different map entirely. You know, like a different map number and the enemy, like maybe a copy of that other map, and that's why the enemies are back. Or just for whatever reason, it's, programmed into the game that all the enemies respawn. I don't know. But we need to do that auto-scrolling room one more time with all the enemies, and I'm not looking forward to it. Wild Eye, hello! That's the inverse Konami code. The inverse Konami code? Problem is you can only usually enter it at the end of the games. So I have a thing where anytime I beat a game, I try entering the Konami code, just because it's a good way to see if any of the buttons on the controller do anything. But I should be entering it backwards, you're saying? I never thought about that. That would be up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start, A, B, right, left, down, down, up. That's okay. I'll think about that. It's probably a parallel world, says David Ray. Yeah, I mean, what, you could be unlocking in that case, right? Kind of like when I beat the last Starfighter and when the world ended, but I saved it. Don't worry. Exactly backwards. Okay, well, I'll think about it. Maybe, in this game, I don't know what would happen at the end, but... Okay, we're going through this vertical scrolling room one more time. This room sucks, but let's see if we can do it. The first few guys aren't bad. It's when they all start coming in like a group. Just spam this stuff. Doesn't matter. Okay. So what I did right there was they were coming after me. Any ones that are already coming after you will still come after you. But I switched to the disguise guy, and we used the disguise so that the enemies didn't attack. Okay, this is really good progress. This is really good. Okay, very good. I want to switch to the faster guy, because immediately after going up these stairs, the floor starts falling again. I don't have much health with this guy, though. Ugh. Oh, okay. Who should I switch to? Him? Oh my gosh. It is so hard to hit enemies in this game. Like, really hard. Oh shoot, I thought it was a shield guy coming up. Who has health? Nobody has, like, any health. I don't feel good about this all of a sudden. Because usually I would use the punching guy here, but, like, one hit and he's dead. They all pretty much have the same health bar, though. Okay. Okay. And we're here again. Okay. We're making good progress. There's going to be a guy who comes here. Because if he pushes you, he takes you like right up into the hole that's up above, so we don't want that. And we've seen this part before, so boomerangs around the corners. Just like that. Alright, and we have all three guys going into the final portion here. With very low health, mind you, and I don't think there's any more health pickups from what I've seen. I'm going to switch to this guy. He's going to do an immediate shot up into the right to defeat one guy. And we need to get right back out again because this floor is falling. It's cracking beneath us. What's the best strategy? Maybe if I use the disguise guy to sneak by. No! I don't know how I'm supposed to... Okay. Well, we've lost the disguise guy. You don't have any time to think. There's that shield guy standing like right in your way, right? What do we do about him? What do we do? Do I have any smoke bomb left? I have one stun bomb. One. Alaya, hello! Thank you for stopping by for a quick hi. We're playing Mission Impossible on the NES, and we're in a little bit of an impossible situation here. Hopefully we do not need the disguise guy anymore. Okay, we got gun guy with 4 health, and fast guy with 3 health. Like, obviously you want to move fast in this situation. Stunning him doesn't help, because he's blocking you. Right? Like, we need to go up those stairs to the right. I don't know what it... Like, maybe if he sees me here, will he run towards me into the hole? Yes, okay. Okay. Alright. Next room we need the gun guy. Next room we need gunpowder. Okay, well, we needed gunpowder and I screwed that one up. Okay. They seem to follow a set pattern, so let's wait until... Oh, great. Yes, I'm using the start button to slow down because I have to be crazy not to. Enemies that are dead stay dead, typically. So I'm going to leave the room and come back in, which should reset, hopefully, any enemies that have noticed me. This is it. This is as far as I've made it. And by all the brains, you would think this has to be, like, really close to the end. I don't have anything. I don't have any other characters to work with. I don't have any projectiles. Okay. I'm taking this slow. It's either that or replay half an hour worth of level. What's a good strategy here? I feel like running, like, running around the corner is a good strategy. As poor, okay, like they shoot an invert in like invertals, right? Like that. I would have liked just one of them at a time, so let's go out, come back in. It's nerve-wracking. Okay. Shoot, if he shoots though. Oh my gosh, okay. So I gotta keep him on screen. If he goes off screen, he stops following. Look at that, okay. Please tell me that's it. Please. Okay, we have stairs. Oh, he's moving himself! Welcome, input. Oh my god, okay, so in the previous level, they give you a password to this computer. Oh my god, I need to get the password out. There's a time counting down. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What's the password? What's the password? What's the password? Hey, MTKN. I'm going the wrong way around the letters here. MTKN. Make selection. Start defense system. Kill defense system. Close one access. Okay. The guy said we have to play a game with it. It's like war games here. Poker. Code 1 access. Chess. Code 1 access. Game objective. Force computer into a position where it can no longer move. A marker. Stalemate. Oh my god. I'm just pressing A right now. Win or none. I think that's good, right? I'm just pressing A. Win or none. Okay, good. Win or none. Okay, it's doing this on its own now. I noticed that the time is still counting down. This isn't fun. It's literally just war games. You have succeeded! Is that it? Is that it? Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! That was crazy! Wow, like that was literally like a half an hour plus last level. And, you know, losing all three of your characters at any point would mean you have to redo that whole thing. We were down to our last character with like 3 health left. And look at, streaming it did the trick, because I've been trying this multiple times earlier today. And I had got to that, it was literally, it was the last hallway. Wow. That was intense, David Ray. It was. Thank you all. The power of streaming, the power of all you cheering me on. The end, everybody. Oh, and then I didn't have a chance to enter the reverse Konami code. It took us back to the title screen automatically. Whoa, that was awesome. That was actually really freaking cool. Again, I mentioned in the beginning, I was kind of on the fence about this one. I was like, you know, I don't know how I feel about this game, but that last level especially I really enjoyed, even though it was kind of over the top. And I love the, you know, you need that password from the previous level. I thought maybe it was just a cutscene thing and, you know, the character would enter it themselves at some point or something. Thank goodness I recorded it and was able to enter it there. Yeah, but thank you all. Thank you for joining. Anthony Gleason, welcome. We just beat Mission Impossible on the NES. I was expecting that to take hours. Now I've been streaming for about 45 minutes. Well, the next game on the shelf, believe it or not, is Monopoly. And that would be like the most contrast game to Mission Impossible. You go from intense, high stakes, you know, spy infiltration Mission Impossible to greedy money grubbing, you know, real estate Monopoly man. Should we do it? Wild Eye, thank you. That was surprisingly quick. Again, I thought we'd be here all night with that, but I guess miracles do happen. And we got lucky too. I won't deny that some of that was luck. I won't even deny it. So I guess what we'll do is again, I hadn't expected to do this. I'm gonna go have to clean Monopoly, as I do all my NES games before we play them, and we'll take a quick intermission. Anyone who shows up though is gonna wonder why the Mission Impossible stream became Monopoly. Let me see. There's this, but the female has theirs more. Oh. Okay, so let me see. I'm kind of just, you know, basking in the like, you know, whoa. I can't believe we did it. Which is a thing that happens after you beat an NES game sometimes, particularly tough ones, but okay. Let me go swap the games and I'll be back with you all in just a second. All right, everyone, it's Monopoly time. Am I alone in the group of people who have played Monopoly several times? It's various, different, iterations featuring characters from who knows what. You'll get your friends together, get your family together, pull out that board, set it all up. You'll play for like an hour or so, and then the game just does not get done. Everyone loses interest. I feel like I have, more experiences than I can count like that. And yet I can't remember one time where I ever actually played a game of Monopoly to the end. So yeah. Ruin! Yeah, thank you! So yeah, Tom Cruise was, was shining down on us on this day as Mission Impossible went surprisingly well. So well, in fact, that we have time to take up a hobby in the real estate business and make everybody else bankrupt but us. Oh, one of your posts got censored, Wild Eye? It's funny because if someone's post gets blocked for whatever reason, it usually still shows up and I can allow it or not, but in your case I did not see anything like that. Because obviously if it's, it's just something silly and, not really bad, I would usually just allow it. But yeah, in your case, not sure where it went. No, Wild Eye, no, I'm like that too, right? Pacifist run, even in real life when it comes to bugs. I hear ya. It depends. If it's something with a million legs, then it needs to be destroyed, but, depending on the bug, I might not freak out too much. But alright, I guess we'll press start to play. Hopefully I turn the microphone back on. I always say that. I should probably say that internally so I don't sound so silly. But it is an honest concern that, keeps me up at night. How many players? You can play Monopoly with up to 8 players? I guess so. I mean, I don't need the whole world against me. Let's do 2. Player 1, H, is a human or computer. So I'll be player 1 then, I guess. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's already set to H. Got it. And my name, last time I checked, was Andrew. And, okay, I can choose which piece I want. What? It's not Mario Edition Monopoly. I want to be, Mario's hat. And Princess Peach's crown or something. Well, I mean, the hat sounds good to me. And player 2 will be computer. And I guess they choose their own character then. Oh, okay. So I read I took a glance at the instruction manual. And it sounds like there's different people you can face off against. I did not read further to see if maybe some of them are more difficult than others. But, Arthur's first on the list, so I guess he'll be who we pick today. Press A to play without time limits. Or B to play a short game. I mean, I guess we'll play a legit no time limit game. Press A to start game, or B to use the game editor. And the game editor, I think, allows you to give, handicaps and stuff. I guess we'll just start. Arthur, you've won the chance to go first. Arthur did nothing to deserve that chance. Double sixes already? I'm already getting wrecked. You are... Wow, the text is going way too fast. I did not press A through any of that. So, yeah, we went from our, high-risk, thrilling life of spy and espionage to now something much more laid back. I don't know, I kind of missed the high-stress life already. But I guess we'll see what we can do here. Okay, we got doubles as well. Income tax. Well, that would be the first one that I went on. Income tax paid, so already we're losing $200. This is a good start. Oh, I get to go again, I think, is doubles? Do I have any money left to buy this? Yes, I do. Up and down to see the deed. A to buy. B to auction. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I'm gonna buy some property. David Ray, haven't played it in years, right? They keep, again, like I've mentioned, releasing those special edition ones. But I don't think anyone actually plays those. People just buy them for, the collection. Alright, that's a 9. Advance to go and collect $200. I mean, okay, sure. I can manage that. Free money. At least it's fast-paced. There's nothing worse than a slow-paced game, but, this is pretty good. You press the button and things are happening. No waiting around for ages for stuff to go. Take a walk on the boardwalk. Advance token to boardwalk. Can I buy it? I think I'll buy that. Yes, please. Alright, so you got some money from the community chest. If it gave me a little bit more time to read the cards that, the computer picks up, that would be nice, but... Double 3. Railroad. So, again, I'm not completely up to date on Monopoly strategy. But generally, are you just supposed to, like, buy everything that you land on? Is there any... Am I supposed to do any sort of consideration into that? Okay, just visiting jail. Perfect. Oh, but I own that railroad. Haha! Give me your money. Alright. And, 2 players is a good number, I think. Even though you'd probably have more typically. You get to play more when there's less people. Okay, how much does it cost? Press up and down to see deed, A to buy. It's $220. Okay, I guess I'll buy that too. But then again, if I'm buying everything and I land on one of their properties, I don't have money, I lose, right? So... I guess I need to... There needs to be some strategy involved here. But I can't stop buying! It's like, I'm just addicted to buying property! Oh, I get to go again. I'm buying so many doubles. Oh, I have enough for it! I'm gonna have both blue ones, huh? Whoa, that's a good thing. Xmas fund matures. Alright, I'm gonna pass go, which gives me money, which is good. I feel like I should stop buying so much now. Marvin Gardens. Oh, yes! Yes, hand over your money, please. So, to everyone who's just joining now, welcome. Hope you're having a great night. We beat Mission Impossible way too fast. So, now we're playing some Monopoly. And... yeah, so I haven't changed the thumbnail or anything like that. I make those specific thumbnails for each individual stream. Where, I guess I could be lazy and just make a generic thumbnail or something, but I like the thumbnail to include what we're playing. But as a result of that, I never thought we were going to beat it so fast, and I don't have a Monopoly one ready. So here we are. Powerpuck, capitalism is indeed the impossible mission. Welcome! So yeah, if you go back... to like the beginning of the stream, you'll see that we actually beat the last mission of Mission Impossible, and it was tough. It was quite a thriller. Really fun though, but man was it long, and we were like 3 health points away from redoing over a half an hour worth of work. But to celebrate our victory, we're now again indulging in capitalism. Absolutely. And I've landed on this darn income tax space twice. So 10%. 10% of what? Like my total earnings? 10% of 585 is like $58, right? I think. So that makes sense. Last time I might have accidentally paid $200, which would have been bad. But yeah, 10% of 585. Shoot, wait. Maybe I'm not understanding what I was asking correctly. There's no way that was 10% of 585. Why did I pay $219? Ugh, I don't know. Oh no, okay. Arthur owns that space, so all right, we're losing money now. We had a good year. And then something bad happens, now we're losing everything. Like, I could buy this. But I'm running out of money. So I feel like I shouldn't. So, how does this work? Again, I'm a little bit rusty in the old Monopoly rules. But I feel like I need my 286 in case I land on anything. Arthur bids 25. Wait. What do I do? Oh, I press select, which brings up this menu. Interesting. So that's all the stuff I own. I own both of the dark blue ones, which is like really good, I think. Like, how do you... Maybe if I pull up the manual, maybe that's what we need to do in this situation. As much as I hate to do it. But yeah, hopefully, again, you're all doing well. We're playing Monopoly now. I see there's more of you viewing than when we were playing Mission Impossible. Just the, the high thrill, high espionage life. Is a lot to take in, I understand. Let's see here. Not Mission Impossible. Monopoly manual. Again, the great thing about NES games is you can find the manuals for pretty much any of them online. Of course, I tried to collect as many as I can. Unfortunately, Monopoly, not a game I have complete in the box. It comes with a nice fold-out map and everything, I know. I should try to get Monopoly complete. Where does it talk about trading? Main menu, sub-menu, properties. Game control, preset games, basic Monopoly rules. Mortgages, building shortage, selling property, free parking, income tax. Oh, or you made 10% of his total worth to the bank. Oh, the total worth includes properties I was holding, so that's why 10% was so much. Well, now I know. I think it was only like $2.19, so it wasn't that much more than I would have paid otherwise. Okay, buying and auctioning property. Whenever a player lands on an unknown property, he may buy it from the bank at its displayed price. If he does not want it, it will be auctioned and the computerized banker will sell it to the highest bidder. But how do I bid on it then? I wanna... Okay, Andrew said, okay, I bid 56. So I might get it for $56?
Sold!
Well, that was a really good voice clip for the NES. So, I wasn't going to buy it. Wait, is he giving that money to me? You paid $10 to Andrew. Thank you so much. Alright, so again. Your building loan matures... Oh, your building and loan matures... I'll take $150. Thank you. Bank error in your favor. Get $200. The cards were always funny. Oh no! Oh, I thought I was going to jail. Okay, I paid $24 to Arthur instead. I guess between the two of those things, that's one I'll take. But yeah, up to $422 now. Okay. Okay. I think I own one of the railroads, so that's another one. What is this? Advance to token to nearest utility. If on loan, you may buy it. If owned, throw dice and pay owner a total 10 times thrown amount. Wait, what did I have to pay 8? Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, now he's paying me. Very good. And yeah, that's how Monopoly works, everybody. Overall, as an NES conversion of Monopoly, my God, just keep on paying out, please. I have to say, this has been pretty good. I know just from, seeing the titles of videos on YouTube, I've never watched them, but I've seen things like Monopoly has a glitch that breaks the game. So there apparently is something in here somewhere that I guess they didn't get right, and you can use it to your advantage. I have no idea what it is, but that's the kind of thing that once I beat it, I'll be very excited to look up. So the other guy didn't seem all that interested in bidding much for stuff, huh? Like, should I take everything to an auction? Do you think I can get it cheap? Or should I just buy them? Let's try it. I'm going to go to an auction. It's okay. Oh no! I was having fun! I thought he was just gonna keep bidding! Okay, well, now I'm screwed. I way overpaid for that property. See, I'm learning the basics of Monopoly here. How much money do I have anyway? Okay, so now we know the dangers of taking this to an auction. Why couldn't it be like Bart's Factory? He got that for like $2. They really give the other player a long time to counter bid. Okay, so now I know not to do something so dumb. Trade. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? So Arthur is offering 0 cash for Tennessee Avenue? I'm really afraid I'm going to press something I don't want to press. What is happening exactly? The computer did this, not me. Where does it say anything about trading? This is one of those situations, though, where it's like it's just easier to play than real life. Instead of having to deal with all these menus. But generally, so far, the game's been very, very easy to follow, very well made. Where does it say anything about trading? Okay, here. Trade. When the pink screen appears, use the arrows to pick your trading partner. Hit A to confirm. Okay, so example in this photo, Sue offers Jim Pacific in exchange for Oriental and Connecticut. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so at the top, he's offering me nothing for Tennessee Avenue. Like, seriously? The computer's... I mean, I could easily click the wrong thing here, so the computer's not wrong in doing this. It knows I'm a noob. How do I say no? Like, I don't want to accept, so can I just quit? No deal. Okay. Like, did he really just think I was going to give it to him for free? Okay, so he bought that one. He's just buying everything. Oh, and he's buying houses. Okay. Wait, so... Okay, I pressed B to buy houses. Boardwalk. With one house, 200... It's a lot of text on screen at once. Mortgage value, 200. Houses cost 200 each. How much money do I have? I have... Oh, and... Okay, cash I have 329. Assets I have 895. I don't think I'm going to buy anything right now. Powpuck. Is it that bad? Like, is it that game-breakingly bad? I usually try to beat things, unless I come across it on my own, I try to beat it as legit as possible, so, maybe I'll probably look it up after, but, if people have made videos about it, it must be a pretty bad exploit. Probably a way to give yourself free money or something. That sounds pretty funny. But okay, press B. Use arrow keys to change number and press... I'm not buying anything. Who owns this? Oh, Arthur owns that, okay. And so Arthur's doing lots of building. Why do I need to build houses on his turn? Can't I just build them on my own turn? Again, it's funny that this is the game that gets lots of different, versions of it, considering most people probably don't know how to play Monopoly either. It's just, ooh, the board looks nice, and the pieces look nice. I don't have the money to do this. Okay, so I can scroll through it like that. If I buy this, I'm only have $44 left, which is kind of really scary. You have won a prize. Collect. Beauty contest only gets you $10? That seems like kind of a jip. I don't have any money to... So he knows I don't have enough money to bid, and that gives him the ability to kind of just buy whatever he wants. Interesting. You don't know how bad it is, but a tool-assisted run is centered on it. Interesting. Alright, so I need to get myself to go and get some money. Yeah, so he's kind of building up everything while I'm kind of still struggling here. So maybe I bought too many properties? Wait, how come he has so much? Oh, he only has $221 as well. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely buying that. I guess I also did that silly auction thing. Oh, he has to pay taxes for once? Whoa, $21 left. Okay, that's good. Sure, I'll buy that too. Just visiting jail, okay. Whoa, okay, we're losing some money here. He gets $25 for services. I still deserve more than $10 for that beauty pageant. Go directly to jail? I mean, at least I'm not going to go bankrupt in jail, right? Like, is there any reason to... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, he's going to have, like, no money left after he buys this, so I guess that's a good thing. Like, what happens if he runs out of money? Because he's still going to have assets, right? Sold. Again, I love that sold, that sold there. So he wants to trade what? Like, he keeps doing this thing where he wants to trade me nothing for Pacific. Like, why would... Or maybe I'm supposed to go up here and ask him for something. Oh, maybe... Okay, I think I understand what it's asking then. So I can go up here and I can go through his properties and pick one that I want. Okay. But this means, like, can I reference who owns what at the same time then? Okay, I can look at my portfolio. This is actually very fascinating. Very fascinating. So, what if I traded Pacific? Does he have my other red one? It doesn't get you a bunch of money, but it bankrupts the CPU faster. Well, that sounds good. I mean, yeah, thank you for looking into that. We'll see how we do here, and then we'll consider our options. Does he have the other red one that I'm missing? No, he doesn't. He has an orange one. He has the electric company in the middle of the red. Like, those are red, right? Or is that brown? Illinois Avenue. What does a monopoly board look like? Yeah, I don't remember if there's orange or like, is there orange and red? Because there is brown, right? I don't know if those ones on the left are supposed to be red or brown. You know, I've bought enough, McDonald's during their monopoly. It looks like Illinois Avenue is red. Let me look up here. Illinois Avenue is the last of the red properties and is the most frequently landed on property in the game. Ooh, Monopoly Wiki here, dropping those mad stats. Like the orange properties, it is a good deal. Okay, so... So that's right, you can only build hotels and stuff once you own all of the same color. I just remembered that. So that's why it was letting me build on my blue properties. And that's probably a really good thing, to have those blue properties and be able to build on them. Okay, so... With that considered, I guess in this game orange is red, and that brown looking one is... So I'm going to ask for... Yeah. Does he... And... Okay. And what's Pacific Avenue, actually? Which one is Pacific Avenue? This is where the poster that's normally included with the game would come in handy, because it would show you all this. I could have also just, gone into the closet and grabbed a Monopoly board, I guess. Again, I thought we'd still be playing Mission Impossible at this point, so I apologize for not being prepared. But, this is the kind of thing where if I had prepared for Monopoly after Mission Impossible, we never would have beaten it. Pacific Avenue is green. So that's a bad trade, then. Because green is more important than... Now, I don't like this trade. Forget you, Arthur. I'm not trading with you. See, now that weird brown one looks, you know, pink. So I'm in jail, right? You have to roll doubles to get out of jail or something? So I'm gonna get this railroad with a $17 bid.
Sold.
I think. Something like that. Oh wait.
Coming back now.
What did that voice just say? Oh no. Okay, so even when you when you roll doubles in jail, you still actually move that number of spaces, which I guess makes sense. So I'm down to $3. My last $3. Oh, I didn't own that? Oh no, I'm pretty sure he owns this. No, he doesn't. Well, I don't have any money, so I guess we have to go to an auction. And he's gonna get it for $25. Darn it, because he just passed go, so he's loaded now. $183. This guy is richer than everyone.
Sold.
Okay, this is not good. I need him to land on one of my properties to give me some money. Okay, $10. That's a good start. Free parking. Does free parking do anything? I think there's like some community chest cards that just tell you to go to it, right? Raise money from the menu or press B to declare bankruptcy. Well, I'm not that desperate yet. What do I do? Like what does mortgaging do? I think that was in the instruction manual. Again, I need to up my Monopoly game, clearly. Mortgage. Use the arrows to move different properties you own and display their title deed cards. The mortgage value is displayed halfway down. Mortgage value $110 on this one. Press the A button to select it, or B to exit if you have decided not to mortgage anything. The bank will pay you 50% of a property's overall worth. Unmortgage. Follow the above procedure to choose the property you wish to pay off. Enter your selection. The transaction will occur automatically. Your money will be debited for the value of the mortgage plus 10% interest. So what it's saying is if I mortgage it, I'll get $55. But if I want to pay off that mortgage, I have to pay like $121. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ruin with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you. Use this to buy more properties. I appreciate that so much. Where is the thing should have made an alert on the stream. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Maybe it's just behind. But wow, okay. Yeah, Ruin, hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for stopping by the Monopoly stream, which was previously the Mission Impossible stream. What do I do here? What do I do? There you go. I don't know why Open Broadcasters so far behind there. But again, Ruin with the super chat. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a great night and that you're enjoying everything. Thank you so much for that. If I mortgage this, I get 130. No, it is 130. So I'll get like 65. I'll do that. So I received $130. Done. Finished. You have paid your debts. Press the any key. Where's that? Okay. Alright, so this is a whole new realm of Monopoly I've never experienced before. Again, Monopoly usually involves setting up the board, getting everybody ready, everyone getting frustrated, having no idea what to do, and then we move on to other things. Well, I can't buy it, so it's going to go to auction. At this point, I'm just making him spend as much of his money as possible. Ruin, you were sad you couldn't make the Mission Impossible segment. It seemed like it was a fun game to mess around in. I'm really happy you've been having a good night in Dark Souls 3. I have a little bit of experience with the original Dark Souls. But they're games I'd love to spend more time with at some point. Unfortunately, I've had an issue recently where my PS3's not working. Despite the fact I hadn't been playing it, but I left it plugged in, so I don't know if, something happened to it at some point and it blew up, but I'm gonna have to look more into that. And of course, that's what I have Dark Souls on is my PS3, so I couldn't even, have like a fun stream where I just mess around or something, but yeah, Dark Souls 3, that's great to hear. And the Mission Impossible parts, I'm shocked personally that we got that done so quickly. So I apologize that you weren't able to make it in time. But in the same way, I'm also happy that, I didn't have to try so many times that people got bored of it either. He wants Baltic Avenue. Like, am I being a bad player by not wanting to bargain with him more? But I feel like if Arthur wants something from me, I probably shouldn't give it to him because he has the upper hand when it comes to all this Monopoly knowledge. So no deal. Ruin, yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm all about the very obscure titles. Over halfway through the NES library now. And I love those games that, I never would have probably thought to play otherwise. And like I mentioned, Mission Impossible was one where, when I first started playing it, I wasn't too into it. I was like, this game's kind of weird. But the more I played it, the more I got used to it. By the end, I was having a lot of fun, but man, is it a brutal game. And I was happy to be able to share that last level with everybody. I'm still shocked that we beat it as fast as we did. I think he owns this. No, you own this. I'll press the any key. It looks like Monster in My Pocket is next, Pal Puck. A Konami game. I'm not all that familiar with that one, but based on it being a Konami game, I'm assuming it will be pretty good. Dang hospital bill. I'm Canadian. I shouldn't have to pay that. Good one, Pal Puck. Yeah, I like I said, I feel like I've heard that's a pretty decent one, and I would assume so based on the Konami connection there. So I'm glad to hear that that you agree. Oh my god. Yeah. So mortgage value 100. How do I owe so much? I guess he built a whole bunch of hotels on all those. So let's see. Properties, mortgage. Mortgage, wait. Okay. How much more do I need? Oh! Okay. Properties, mortgage. Mortgage. How much more do I need? Okay, I need 23 more. Properties, mortgage, and for this one, so I can do this one. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. I haven't played Monopoly in so long. Please forgive me. Ruin. It's the house's rules, I guess. Let's see here. Vermont Avenue. Who's pressing any button? Okay. My god, all I do is pay Arthur money. Okay, I own this property. Good. All this other guy does is pass go and get more money, where all I do is pay money. I'm kind of feeling like we should just declare bankruptcy and try again, because I had a bit of that Monopoly rust on me, but I feel like I've got a better grasp now of how it works. House divided rules. Can't stand games like that. Holy hell, that was a bad joke. Powpuck. Oh, so you get like a choice like that. You know, I'm very excited to see that coming up, but looks like we got to win Monopoly first. Let's have a vote. Let's have a vote. Let me see here. Do we continue with this game or do we declare bankruptcy and try again? Vote. Make your selection now. Ruin, again, thank you so much for the super chat. That was so kind to you. All the best to you. Hope you have a wonderful night. And thanks again for stopping by. Oh, okay, interesting. We got a bit of a split vote here. 67% with declare bankruptcy. That means I get to avoid taxes on your donation. Again, Ruin, it really means a lot. Hope you take care and have a great night. All right, you know, now with our newfound Monopoly skill, let's try this again. That's me eating fish bones out of the garbage can. Yeah, he was, you know, raking in that dough. Okay, I understand now how you play Monopoly, so lay it on me. Bring me your biggest businessman. All right, Arthur, I'm back for revenge. Let's do it. I've won the chance to go first. All right, our luck's already improved with double 3. Start with $1,500. Yeah, last time our first roll made us pay taxes, and no one wants to pay taxes. So I think we'll take Oriental Avenue, and we'll roll again thanks to our doubles, and we'll buy Virgin Avenue as well. All right, I like how things are shaping up. Arthur, into the garbage. Haha, he's already landed on my spaces. Trash can fish, says Powpuck. Okay. Alright, rolling here with the 6. Free parking. Nothing, you can't complain when something's free. And I'll buy Illinois Avenue. Again, is the strategy just to buy everything that you land on? It seems to be what the computer's doing, so... Go back 3 spaces, weird. And then you still get the buy after that, too? Hey, Park Place. Yes, please.
Don't be coming back now.
How come he has a get out of jail option? Did he get a oh, you can pay to get out of jail. That sounds that sounds familiar now. All right, we landed on go get that money. Okay, visiting jail. David Ray. Yes. I declared bankruptcy. I ate out of a trash can as punishment for that. But now I'm back on my legs, and here we go, taking over the streets. Except not really. I'm paying this guy Arthur again. Grand Opera opening. Collect $50 from every... Again, I didn't press anything there. On the computer's turn, he just kind of like goes through all the options at lightning speed. I wish I had a little bit more time to read them. I didn't see a speed option anywhere. Is there like an options in here? Game control. What does hurry mean? Relax. Computer will relax. Well, it was already set to this. Computer. Press A to convert. You will. No. You can add a timer. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Indiana Avenue. A to buy. I mean, I don't see why not. Indiana Avenue. Indiana Jones. Buy the waterworks for 150. But now see, I'm running low on cash again. I wonder if maybe I'm going a bit too crazy with the purchasing. I noticed that Arthur still has a lot of money. You inherit $100. I'll take that. And I'll buy that. Yeah, so doubles gets you out of jail, and it looks like you can... Is that me again? Oh, always. I don't even remember the space on the board. Maybe they took it off of the modern Monopoly games. I don't remember an income tax space. With the amount I've landed on, I feel like I would definitely remember it if it was still on there. Press A. So, what we do is we go here, and so that's 10% of my total assets, it looks like. So 10% of 780 is $78, right? So I should pay that. Why do I... Oh, and I'm supposed to add my cash on top of my assets. Still, it's less than 200, I guess. Okay, so he wants Mediterranean Avenue. Why? So I can go here. Okay. So that's my portfolio. Okay, so Mediterranean Avenue is purple, and he has Baltic Avenue. So once you understand the different controls and how things work, it really gives you a view of everything at your fingertips. I like that. Okay, so yeah, I have Mediterranean. He has Baltic. I mean, it seems like no matter what we trade in that case, then it's a bad deal on my end. I'm not going to give you a complete set. So I think I'm going to say screw off. Maybe I could have asked for cash too, now that I think about it. Instead of just trading properties. You know, and cash makes the world go round. Double sixes. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. Aha, hospital bills. Advanced, if un... See, I didn't even have a chance to read that. Paid $80 to me, wow. North Carolina Avenue, I don't have enough money to buy it, so I guess we'll send it to auction. Alright, well, the bid's more money than I have. At least it's going to cost him a lot. Can I, like, back out of this so it don't have to... Okay, I can just press B, and it means, like, I'm done. You know, like when you used to watch Storage Wars and they do the whole, like, you know, hand in front of the neck thing? Does anyone remember Storage Wars? That show was so popular, like, 10 years ago. And then they had that episode where that guy found that NES, and they made it sound like it was going to be worth so much, and it wasn't. Alright, my turn to roll. Pawn Stars is a relic of those times. And, you know, it's the show that, like, still goes these days, where a lot of the other ones, like Storage Wars, kind of died off. Okay, I already own this property. Fair enough. Yeah, he's buying everything, but he's also running low on money, which is a situation I was in. So this is going to go to an... Oh, maybe you don't have to take it to an auction. I can buy this space. No, he has to advance to go. I wanted to advance to go. Free parking again. He already owns that property. Hey, so A to buy, B to auction. I don't see any option to just, like, do nothing with it. Should I buy the railroad? Property, like, how did I do that? Portfolio. Where are the railroads? He has 2 of the railroads already. Should I buy this one? I don't see why not. Money exists to be spent. This card may be kept until needed. Get out of jail free. Okay. Chant. Okay. So, I mean, getting out of jail only costs $50, so it's not that big of a deal. Haha, he only got $10 for winning the beauty pageant. Take that. Pass go. I already own this property. Man, if I had...
Don't be coming back now.
It's a really creepy voice. I kind of want his purple card. I think he's going to try and trade me for it. Like, I don't want you to take my Mediterranean Avenue. I want your purple one. So, I can go to properties trade. Yes. I can go down to here. And I can do Baltic Avenue. And then I guess it's up... because, you know, he decides what I want, and then I counter, but I guess I have to also decide what I'm offering him. And in this case... what should I offer him? He has... actually, he has, the light blue. He has one of those ones. I could offer him a red one. Is that a good idea? Like, basically, purple is like the lowest value property, but it's right after go, and everyone seems to land on it. So it makes sense why he's always trying to get my purple one, because, you know, he understands, the computer understands the value there. I'll offer him the red one. I'll offer him my Virginia Avenue. Because I'd also like to try and get his Connecticut Avenue at some point too. Then I could have like that whole bottom part of the board as my own. That would bring in some money, I think. So I'll offer him Virginia. No! See, he knows. He doesn't want to get rid of that purple one. So, there's no point trying to deal with them then. Watch, if I look in the instruction manual, Arthur's probably like the most difficult computer opponent or something. Like, does it tell you how hard they each are? Just looking here to see if it says anything about the computer names. Preset games. Get out of the jail. Properties. Arthur. Arthur is a self-made rags-to-riches millionaire growing up in North Carolina orphanage. He learned the value of $1 early and never forgot it. He made his first fortune on the New York docks and has never lost his hard bargaining ways. Which makes sense. Maybe I should have picked an easier one. Ollie. Ollie is a good-natured man who just can't seem to hold on to his money. There's always someone who needs it more than he does. So it sounds like I should have been battling against Ollie. Arthur's probably one of the more difficult computer players, but that means if we win, then I am truly the Monopoly master, I guess. But that's a big if. If this doesn't go so well, we'll play against Arthur or Ollie rather, just for fun. $40. Again, I had no chance to read what that said. I think I own this, yes. Ha! He doesn't have enough money to counter offer. Let me grab my water here.
Sold.
Perfect. Okay, so we just got that. And very nice. Oh, no. Aha, I have enough money to outbid you. I'm gonna get Boardwalk for cheap. Ha ha ha! Once again, I have both of the dark blue properties. So I guess I should build buildings on them. That's the lesson I didn't learn last time. Buildings. So how does it work? How do houses and hotels work? You buy houses first, and then hotels, right? And see, I've mentioned before, this is what I love about NES games, is it just increases your general knowledge overall, playing through as many of them as possible. Now I'll be over at someone's house, and they'll be like, who wants to play Monopoly? And I'll be like, I'm ready for that, man. I'm the Monopoly pro. I remember all the rules. But okay, let me see here. Buildings. Main submenus, properties, buildings. Select the buy option for either houses or hotels, then press the A button. Doesn't really mention what they mean, just that you can buy them. Maybe a more general Google search will be a better idea. Are there any Monopoly experts in the chat? I am so sorry that I am, disgracing your favorite game here. I keep saying that, I didn't come into this very prepared because I didn't think we were going to beat Mission Impossible so easily. But that's just the luck I had. I would rather beat Mission Impossible effortlessly and struggle with Monopoly a little bit than still be struggling with Mission Impossible. It was exhausting to play that for like 40 minutes on one level. Now imagine doing that multiple times in a row. There are houses and hotels in the original game. Houses were small green buildings and hotels were larger red buildings. Houses can only be bought when all the spaces in Monopoly of this... Yes, okay. Even build as a rule. You're not allowed to build up or break just one property, okay. You cannot build 2 houses on a property until all your properties in a set house have a house on them, okay. But what happens if someone lands on it? The purpose of houses and hotels is to increase the rent of a property. Yes. Okay, so I think we're just going to build houses then. With how much does it cost to build a house? Houses cost $200. Do I have enough to even do that then? No, because I only have $232. So if I had $400, I could do it. Maybe I should sell one of my properties to Arthur. And then I would have enough money to build hotels. Because with one house, he pays $200 if he lands on it. That's kind of massive. That's awesome. Okay, now that I have an understanding of that, let's just roll. Let's just roll for fun. Well, I'm already losing money. Maybe it's good I didn't spend too much then. He just keeps going to go. Darn it. I own this one. I keep landing on my own railroad. Wow, just keep paying all my money to Arthur, it looks like. David Ray, a lot of this game relies on luck. You think you've won it once in your life. Yeah, board games be like that, right? There's always that luck component. I would have had money to outbid you, but you kind of just took it all. I'm definitely going to make sure you pay as much as possible, though. This is for Atlantic Avenue. I'm pressing B this time. It's not ending anything. Oh, it's funny. You can still go to your menu with select at like any time. Yes, I want him to buy it. Oh, maybe it's because I'm pressing B. Oh, so pressing B was maybe causing it to last longer? Okay, regardless, Arthur bought it. Hopefully he lands on one of my properties, though, and runs out of money. I want to see him have to mortgage off his properties. I'm not giving you... Marvin Gardens. He wants my Marvin Gardens. Why? What's Marvin Gardens? Marvin Gardens is that cream-colored one. That'd be really bad if I landed on those when he has all three, right? But what if he'll trade... Maybe he'll trade me his Baltic Avenue. Is that a bad trade? Actually, let me see here. Maybe he'll trade me his Connecticut Avenue for it. Let's see if he'll do it. Connecticut Avenue plus cash. Let's make him pay. Is there any way to make this increase a little faster? Oh, 60. Maybe that's all he has, huh? And all your money. Connecticut Avenue, $63. Oh, he wants... But I'm not going to give you a Mediterranean. Interesting, interesting. So he wants my purple, and that would give me that set at the bottom. Oh, no, but I can't give you Mediterranean. I can't. I can't. Okay, I'll take the cash away. But I'm not giving you Mediterranean Avenue. How do I get rid of the... Okay, so... I want to take the Mediterranean off of there, and I just want it to be back to Connecticut Avenue and Marvin Gardens. I don't know how you would do that. Offer... It's like if you could just go to it and take it off that way. Oh, you can remove. Okay, I'm going to remove Mediterranean. So, I mean, this game, I have to give it credit. It's a little complicated at first, but it could be way more complicated. And once you understand it, it makes a lot of sense. So, Connecticut Avenue for Marvin Gardens. I'll do that. I will do that. Now, he keeps trying to add more to it. And I'm not trading you 2 for 1. Electric company for Connecticut Avenue. YS Bunny, welcome. No problem at all. I just apologize that the thumbnail. You come in here thinking you're going to be getting something super exciting, and instead you get two wealthy businessmen trading their commercial real estate. Let's see. Or maybe not so wealthy in my case, but let's see. Like, I don't want to give you 2. So this guy's a jerk. I don't like him. All right, I own this property. Oh, he just had to pay me $50, I think. Right? If only I had $400, I would put houses on the blue spaces. Yes. Thank you for paying me. Sounds very good. And see, he wanted that one too. That's the one he was trying to get from me. Or maybe, no, I was trying to get one of those from him. Ugh. I get $45 from sale of stock. Okay. So now I can put buildings. I can buy houses for 200 each. Number of buildings, 2. YS Bunny, winning Monopoly truly is mission impossible. I'm trying my best, I swear. I paid $400 for, I think, one house on each of those is what I think I just did. How do I look at that now? Status, portfolio. It doesn't show houses here, though. Assets. Andrew. Pressing A doesn't do anything. The board. Okay, so it shows I have 1 house on each of those. What does house equal 30 mean? Oh, that's how many more houses can be placed. Okay. Okay. If he lands on one of those spaces now, I'm going to rake in the dough. So please do. Yes, yes. Giving money to me. Sounds good. I heard about the Ace Attorney trilogy too. I always wondered if they would do that. Capcom, they seem to not know how to do much other than re-release their old games at this point. Mega Man's, Ace Attorneys. Of course, I've been playing way too much of the Battle Network collection lately. I just finished 100%ing all 3 games on the first half of the collection. It took me over 145 hours of playtime according to the Switch. And I've started Battle Network 4 now, which is typically the low point of the series, but man, I'm still having fun. Battle Network is just so good. $150, I'll take it. Alright, Arthur, I've got you now. Paying me more money, please. Alright, this is going okay. Alright, but no, giving it back. See, you get sent to jail. The good thing about going to jail in this game, though, is that you're not landing on people's spaces and spending money. But I guess you're also, but you can probably still collect money when you're in jail? Maybe not. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy. So I remember hearing that the original plan was for there to be a trilogy of games starring Apollo Justice, but after Apollo Justice 1, they ended up doing the spin-off Edgeworth games, and then by the time they went back to the mainline Ace Attorney stuff, Phoenix had kind of retaken the spotlight again. Apollo Justice, Phoenix Wright was never even originally supposed to be in it. And I think Capcom pressured the creator to put him in there because they figured that would be, more brand identity. It would get more sales that way. So, just as Inafune always complained Capcom messed with him and Mega Man, like how he wanted Mega Man X5 to be the last one. And then they made them make an X6 and all that. So he was working on the Mega Man Zero series, and that messed all those plans up. It sounds like Capcom loomed over the Ace Attorney series a lot as well. And, Shu Takumi, I think, made Ace Attorney. So, caused all sorts of problems there. But okay, where was I? Back to business. Basically, Capcom. They made good games, but it sounds like they were a little bit of a tough company to work with personally. Okay, portfolio. I don't have any other places I can build buildings on. I keep trying to get his Baltic Avenue, but he won't give it to me. Maybe, okay, so let's do this. Let's do... no, how do I do this? How do I do this? Properties, trade. Option aborted. I want to trade with Arthur. I want to take his Baltic Avenue, and I'm going to say yes to that. So that's how this works. So I can pick a property and then just say that's the trade I want to make, and then he can counter trade. So yeah, this game is really well made. I'm actually really impressed with how this game is made. Like, I've played NES games that are just a slog, but this one does a good job. So Marvin Gardens that he wants from me. That's a beige one at the top, I think, right? Portfolio. And that would give him that complete set, which is a scary thought. So I'm going to counter with, I also want Connecticut Avenue. So I want his Baltic Avenue and Connecticut Avenue from my Marvin Gardens, because Marvin Gardens is a way more expensive property than those two. So I'm going to accept this offer. He does not like that offer. Okay. So I'm guessing that just means either take it or leave it. So you can still make money when you're in jail. So it doesn't seem like that bad of a deal to be in there then, because at least you're not spending any money, right? So in this case, he doesn't like that offer. Can I just be like, yeah, I really want it. Like, you gotta make some deals, I assume. Maybe. Or maybe not. No deal. I guess I'm done. Luxury tax? Woo! Okay, so he's still stuck in jail. Take a ride on the reading. If you pass go, collect 200. And that takes me right to a spot where I had to pay him money. At least I passed go, I guess. He's still stuck in jail. Okay.
Don't be coming back now.
What a weird sound effect. Alright, so he's paying me some bucks now. Alright, trade incoming, everybody. Yeah, I haven't really played any of the Ace Attorney collections. Like, I played the Great Ace Attorney games on the Japanese 3DS I picked up on my first trip to Japan. And, you know, when the collection came out, I actually bought it. I actually bought the Japanese copy just as kind of a memento, because I had played them in Japanese. But I never replayed it when the collection came out, nor did I replay the originals, you know, when the collection came out. Because I played them so many times originally anyway, that the collections aren't for me, but for people who haven't played them before, I think that's a wonderful way to do so. Way to do so. He wants my Mediterranean Avenue. What one? That's the purple one, right? Yes, it's the purple one. For Connecticut Avenue, I will trade you Mediterranean Avenue for Connecticut Avenue, and that's it. I will accept this trade. No, he always wants to add more to it. Like, screw you. I'm not giving you 2 for 1. Late night beers. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a great night. I'm shocked how many people are interested in Monopoly, but to see that everyone's having a good time, that just makes me really happy. And I really appreciate everyone who's here, and hope you continue to enjoy the stream. Let me see, where are we? We are rolling a 6 and paying Arthur once again. And now he's paying me, so you know, it's kind of a back and forth thing going on right now. Again, my Monopoly meta, my strategy, is a little bit non-existent considering how little Monopoly I've played. But, you know, he always wants 2 properties for 1, and I feel like letting him get a property that he can then use to start building houses and hotels, you know, it's better to just kind of leave things as it is, since I'm not really in a bad financial situation right now. I say, as I'm continuing to pay Arthur, you know, let him simmer a little bit. Why give him any leeway? I'm quite happy with how things are going. Just hope that he lands on my, you know, more expensive spaces. Pennsylvania Avenue. Is this one that I need? I love that you can bring up this menu at any time. Max Howard, we actually beat Mission Impossible. I'm just always afraid to touch the stream description in case it like breaks or something like that. Okay, but I'm opening up the description. Plus Monopoly. Or maybe and Monopoly. Where's the ampersand? Ampersand. Or maybe more of an and Monopoly. Honestly, that looks really bad, but it is what it is. But yeah, again, hope you're all having a great night. So Mission Impossible was surprisingly possible, and we got it on, I think, like our first real attempt. There was like a silly attempt that I always have when I turn on my NES games to get the cobwebs out, and then it was pretty smooth sailing from there. And then we've been playing Monopoly ever since it was the next game on the shelf. And what was I going to look at? I was going to look at... We were auctioning Pennsylvania Avenue. Pennsylvania Avenue... Where's the board? Status board. I wish I had that fold-out poster right now. Let's look up on the old phone. So I always love retro games that come with more than just, the game and the manual. And Monopoly was one of those that came with a nice big fold-out poster of the board. I always say that I should have just got my literal Monopoly board and brought it down. And we could have looked at that while we played. Not like, the Mario one or whatever. It probably wouldn't convert too well. I wonder what the most expensive places on the Super Mario Brothers Monopoly board are. So Pennsylvania Avenue in Monopoly... It's green. Okay. So to go along with that then, it doesn't really help either of us. So I'm not going to go nuts with the bidding here. How much is it worth? Okay, I'll buy it anyway. Why not? No, I didn't hear about that YS Bunny. Pay poor tax of $15. I guess if it's only $15, we'll live. Railroads are nasty if the other person owns them. But okay, I'm quite happy. Land on my darn boardwalk. Yeah, pay $2 rent to me for owning that space. See, that's why I don't want to give up Mediterranean Avenue. It's like a massive one that people seem to land on. Okay, let's just keep going around the board. And if you can just start landing on my boardwalks and stuff, that would be amazing. Actually, I could probably start buying more houses. Bank error in your favor. I'm going to do... I have $649. I'm going to do more buildings, buy houses on boardwalk. Okay. So yeah, if he lands on those dark blue ones, he's going to give me a big payday. Paid $60 rent to me for electric company. Nice. I own Illinois Avenue. That's right, I do. He owns New York Avenue. Alright, he's going to try and trade me again, everyone. What's this going to be? He wants Marvin Gardens. Like, I feel like we're in a really good position right now where he can't build anything. And I have buildings on Park Place and Boardwalk. And I don't know. Is this a strategy that people employ when they play Monopoly? Just not letting the other player build anything while I have houses on the most expensive properties? Like, I feel like that's a good position to be in. I'm sure there's Monopoly experts out there who would probably disagree. But in my mind, I see this working. I see this working. As long as I don't pay him too much. Okay, that's my property. If he could only land on that. I'm going to pass go again. Thank you very much. That was Pennsylvania Avenue. Advance token to the nearest railroad and pay owner twice the rental. I think this is going to be pretty bad. Yeah, I owe him $100. I like the cash register eating the money. Bank pays you dividend of $50. Wow, remember when banks actually like paid you the interest? Crazy days. Come on, come on. Yes! 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 See, my strategy worked. I totally busted him. He's mortgaging his stuff. So what happens when someone mortgages something? Can I like buy it then? Like that'd be kind of... Oh, I was hoping like he couldn't pay his debts. But look at that. Look at that. That's money in my pocket, man. I have $1,061. That's more money than one man should have. No. Let's see. So what happens now? What happens now? I could buy more houses. So, again, I'm confused. Eventually, like, you buy houses, and then how do hotels work? So with 1 house, 2 house, 3 house, 4 house, with hotel... Yeah, the manual is a little light on the details. I feel like it expects you to understand how to play that part of Monopoly. It doesn't expect you to come in having absolutely no idea how to play the game. Let's see. Houses, houses, houses. Buy a house, buy a hotel. Like, I feel like just putting more houses on there. Just hope he lands on it again. Makes sense. So I'm going to buy a house on here. With 3 houses, he would have to pay me $1,400 if he lands on it. So we're doing that. Here we go. 1 house, 2 house, red house, blue house. I remember on my trips to Universal Studios, Orlando, the Islands of Adventure, there was the red fish, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish ride. They had like a whole Dr. Seuss area. There's like a Cat in the Hat ride. And my most pressing memory in regards to the Cat in the Hat ride is like in Florida. You know, it'd be like, what's a hot day for all of you down there? We used Celsius in Canada, which is crazy, but so like 30-ish would be a hot day here. I know the way to convert Celsius into Fahrenheit would be 30 times 2 equals 60 plus 32 equals 92. So yeah, about a 90 plus degree day when you're at your amusement parks in Florida. And Cat in the Hat had the best air conditioning, so it was like the kiddiest ride, but you'd go in there and you'd feel so refreshed. And that's my Cat in the Hat story. But okay, let's see here. Alright, it's okay. I'll pay Arthur a bit of money. He'll be paying it back soon, I'm sure. Up, down. Oh, I can buy it for 200? Sure, I'll buy that. I'm about to pass go and get 200 bucks back anyway. Oh, not the income tax thing again. Okay, I think paying $200 makes the most sense. There goes the White House. Or no, it's not the White House, but it's eating up all our money. What's that one? That one's like the Capitol building, right? All right, that 12 bucks, we're already making it back. Have I played? Let me see here. Just wondering what you think about it. Sorry, what was that? You're wondering if I've played? Okay, I'm gonna keep going around the board here. That's okay. I can afford $10 rent. If he lands on one of my blue spaces, though, I probably win. So that's what I'm banking on right now. I own this property already. Come on, land on Boardwalk or... I don't have any interest in trading you anything. I own this property. And that's the... I could have easily given him Marvin Gardens. And that would be really bad if I seem to land on it a lot. So it has definitely been to my benefit to own that. You owe $1,400 for rent. I win! I won Monopoly, everybody! By owning the 2 most expensive places, there I am, standing on top of that gold dollar sign with my $7,248. I don't know how I did it, but I won Monopoly. I've never in my life won Monopoly. And here it is on stream for all of you to see. I don't... So my strategy was to never ever trade the things he wanted. Like how long ago did he ask for Marvin Gardens? Imagine if I had traded that to him. I landed on Marvin Gardens like 4 times after that. That would have been terrible for me. And yet my strategy was I got Boardwalk and Park Place. I put like 3 houses on there, so he had to pay $1,600 each time he landed on them. And he had no chance to build any houses on his own because I always owned one of the colors. Like, that seems like a good strategy. Like, I'm no Monopoly expert, but it worked pretty well, I think. Why is Bunny? That sure was a Monopoly. Oh, it's a new handheld game console. It's I have a Republic of Gaming desktop now, actually. I recently upgraded my desktop. My old one was getting very old, and you could just feel like it was getting ready to start to fail. So before it did, I got kind of ahead of the curve. And I have to say, Asus products, they've been a pretty good company for me lately. I used to like HP computers, and then somewhere in the last decade, they just completely crapped the bed, and they've been horrible. So I then found, you know, my new home with Asus there. But if they're making a portable game console, I would definitely look into it. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'm assuming that the Steam Deck will get a lot of competitors now, but, you know, competition's always good. Okay, wow. That's 2 games done in 2 hours. Again, I'm shocked that we're not still on Mission Impossible at this point. I thought that was going to take me all night. And then just like that, we've beat Monopoly. And I think 1 game should be enough, right? You know, there's other dudes. I feel like Arthur's probably supposed to be one of the more difficult computers anyway. And we found the winning strategy there. What happens if we press anything? Do we get like a credits or something? No, it's just literally right back to the title screen. That's me, Mr. Monopoly. All my riches now. My $7,000. I can buy anything I ever wanted. In this day and age, $7,000 would get you like Little Samson on the NES, and you'd have like a little bit left over. I wonder if I could even buy Little Samson, Panic Restaurant. I don't even think with $7,000 I could buy Little Samson, Panic Restaurant, and Flintstone Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Maybe. It might be like just enough to buy them. Oh, it's ridiculous how NES game prices have gone. Definitely not enough for stadium events, but okay. That's Monopoly, everybody. I don't think we're gonna push it tonight. I think, you know, we've had some success, we've had some fun, and I think we'll leave it at that. But what I should let you all know is this Friday, I'm thinking we're gonna come back with the Mario Party streams. I've been craving some Mario Party 1, some Mario Party 2. So if you've been looking to play some online Mario Party yourself, get that Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass subscription renewed. And yeah, keep an eye on my community tab, where again, I think this Friday night, we'll play a couple rounds of Mario Party 1 and 2. Max Howard, what about Smash? I keep wanting to practice Smash a little bit, as I haven't played it, you know, 2 or 3 years now before I do a stream, so I'm not absolutely awful. And I haven't got around to that yet, but I know you've been asking for it for a while, and I really appreciate that, you know, you're excited for that stream in the future. Again, keep an eye on the community tab, and, you know, if that plan comes to fruition, you'll find it there. What time on Friday, David Ray? It would probably be, let's say 9 p.m. Eastern time on Friday is a time that works really well for me. So 9 p.m. Friday. Does that work for everyone? 9 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, Mission Impossible and Monopoly done tonight. Thank you all for checking it out. Ruin again with the super chat earlier. Really appreciate that, and I just appreciate all of you hanging out. I didn't think Monopoly would be such a popular game for everyone to watch, but you know, it's just sometimes just those comfy games that aren't too over the top that are the most enjoyable to sit around and play. Oh, David Ray. Well, don't worry. The streams usually go for like 3 or 4 hours, right? So hopefully you can grab a bit of the stream, you know, when you're available. But with that, everyone, thank you all. Oh yeah, David Ray, you'll be able to catch the end of it then. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining tonight. If you want to see more retro games, I'm always playing different things. Definitely check out the list of streams I've done already on my channel. I keep them all under the live tab there. But if you want to see me play more random NES stuff in the future, as well as stuff from all other consoles, please consider liking and subscribing. But with that, I'll let you all get on with your night. Maybe catch some of those Z's. Take care, and I'll see you on Friday with some Mario Party. So thanks, and take care, everybody.